Hello, it's Kyler with Follow Hook. Today we're talking about keywords with Project Broadcast. A keyword is a very, very helpful feature when you're doing text marketing. You've probably seen it before. You go to a business and they say, text this word to this number to get X. Well, that word is the keyword. So what's another example? Well, as I've mentioned before, my wife and I have an independent film company called Theater 11 Pictures. And God willing, we're shooting a feature film on the island of Kauai. So I could have a keyword that says text Kauai to our phone number to get updates on the film. And since Project Broadcast gives you a phone number, then you can use any keyword you want. Other text marketing companies have you sharing a number, which means keywords can get taken up. If someone were to grab Kauai before I got it, I couldn't use that keyword. So that's a nice feature about Project Broadcast. Another nice feature about Project Broadcast is they have unlimited keywords. You can create as many keywords as you want on your account. Some other text marketing companies charge you for those additional keywords. So I'm going to sign into Project Broadcast, and once signed in, on my dashboard area, I'm using the web interface, so it's on the left for me. I'm going to click on the key. So I don't have any keywords configured on this account. To create a keyword, simply click the plus. And sticking with our example, I'm going to say Kauai is my keyword. Now, keywords are not case sensitive. So if I type it in here with a capital K, if I put it all caps, all lowercase, it doesn't matter. As long as people spell it correctly when they send it to you, that'll make it work. I'm going to click the blue floppy disk to save it, and then we're going to configure it. And so this is where the magic happens over on the right. A keyword by itself doesn't do anything. So you have to tell the keyword what you want it to do when people text it to your number. Of course, here's the name. Now I can use this keyword to have someone join a campaign or leave a campaign. We haven't talked about Project Broadcast campaigns quite yet, but campaigns are automation. So let's say you had 11 text messages that you wanted to send out over a period of time. And so when you add someone to that campaign, they get all these messages from you without you having to do anything. So if you had a campaign set up, for example, if we already had a series of updates about the film set up, we could say, hey, when someone texts Kauai to our number, automatically add them to our Kauai campaign. Leave campaigns just works in reverse if you wanted to take someone out of a campaign. So example, let's say someone's getting film updates and they decide they don't want them anymore. We could say, hey, text no Kauai, and you'll be removed from these updates. And this is different than the stop keyword. If you didn't know about the stop keyword, that's a keyword that every Project Broadcast account has. So if someone texts stop to your phone number, it will automatically remove them from all of your communications. It completely disables anything being sent to them. Whereas creating your own keyword to leave a specific campaign just affects that specific piece of automation. We'll talk about campaigns more, so if that doesn't make sense, don't worry about it right now. Contact link, redirect URL. I'm going to skip this for just a second and come right back to it. Let's talk about the reply message. We can set this keyword up so that when someone texts Kauai to our number, we automatically reply with a message. And I can click the pencil here and compose that message, and I have access to all of the normal tools. I can add an image, dynamic fields, use a template, and then use message insights to make sure my message isn't spammy. So here's a simple text message. It's asking for more info from them, and I'm using the dynamic link field contact link here to put a link in the message so they can click it and go to a form and enter more information about them. Now with that said, if I'm using a contact link in my reply message, I can specify a link redirect URL right here. So let's say they fill out the form and they click submit on the Project Broadcast form that they go to. Then Project Broadcast can then send them to a specific URL. So maybe it's a page about the movie, or for your business, maybe it's a page with coupons. Maybe it's a page to engage them further, to give your mission statement, to show a video of you talking to them, etc. And you want to put in a full website address. So I just put in the full address to the film's actual website and save that. Great, so then reply delay. Something you always want to think about when you're crafting your messages and sending them out is that you want it to feel like it's coming directly from you. So that's how dynamic fields help you. You can pull in personal information from your contact records to make a text message feel more personal, even when you're sending it out to 100 people. So a reply delay simply means, hey, if you have configured a reply to this keyword and you want to put a delay on that reply, enter that here. So sometimes that can make it seem a little more organic, especially if your reply is a little longer. And also with that, in my experience with Project Broadcasting keywords, when I do text in a keyword, it's not immediate. The default reply time has typically taken at least 30 seconds to a minute to come back to me. So you may just want to test it out yourself and see how long it's taking for your reply, and then set this setting accordingly. Okay, so down to enabled. If you have a keyword that's seasonal, maybe a Christmas special, things like that you use each year, so you don't want to set it up each year, you could just use this area to uncheck it, and then it would disable the keyword. So if someone were to send in the keyword, it just wouldn't do anything. And then when you enable it, then it would start working again. Okay, auto tag. We haven't talked about tagging yet, but tags are very important. It's a way to organize your contacts. So back to the Kauai film example. When someone texts Kauai to our number, not only are they going to get a reply back from us, but we want to tag them with the tag called Kauai, or maybe we have the tag called film updates. It doesn't matter. It's for us to know that these people want updates on the film. And then when we have those updates ready, we can send a broadcast message out to everyone that has that tag. Because if you remember in the last lesson when we were talking about a broadcast message and how to add people to the message, you can add people via the tag filter. So it's a very slick thing to do. Normally you're going to want to tag people when they're sending a keyword into you. And then do not message. This will remove them from all communications. This is like the stop keyword. So if you didn't want to use the stop keyword and you wanted your own keyword, you could create a keyword, check the setting right here, and then that would remove them from everything that's coming from you. So just be careful with that setting. You don't want to accidentally check that. So there we go. And I already mentioned that keywords are not case sensitive, but another note on that, make sure your keywords are short and make sure they make sense in your industry. Other people don't have to understand the keyword, but your customers need to know what it means. And then if it's too long or has spaces in it or gets tricky in any way, the chances of them mistyping it go way up. And that just breaks the whole communication down. So what if someone mistypes your keyword when they send it back and they don't realize that? Or they add an emoji, which will make it not work. The good news is Project Broadcast has a way for you to fix that. I'm going to hop over to my contacts, click on myself, and open a chat. You'll see that I did text the Kauai keyword back, but I spelled Kauai wrong. So that means it's not going to work for me. I'm not going to get the reply. Well, here's what you can do. You can click the three dots and click Apply Keyword. And then you can check the keyword that you want to apply to this person and click the blue arrow. And then you'll see the reply message just came through, and also the correct keyword got added as if they sent it in. So an important note with that, they don't see that. They only see what they actually sent you. Project Broadcast just adds this in for your own workflow, so you know, oh, they put this keyword in and they got this reply, etc. And that kind of wraps keywords for now. If you have any questions, please post in support.followhook.com. And this is Kyler signing off. Really appreciate you as a customer. We'll see you in another lesson soon.